Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so excited for this video because you guys might remember in my travel diary to New York, I had a day out there when I shot with Maybelline. We shot a really cool ad that's going to appear in the August and September issues of Cosmo. I could not be more excited about this. This is one of the looks we did that day, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to achieve that look. The look is all about boldly sculpted lashes. I've got nice volume and separation, and I just paired it with a liner and a wash of gold over the lids. So yay, get excited, and don't forget to pick up Cosmo in August and September because I will be in it. And of course, if you want to see how to achieve this look, keep watching. All right, first up we have the primer. I'm using my Nourishing primer from Makeup Forever. My skin's just been feeling a little bit more dry lately. So I'm just gonna take a generous amount and just let that sink in. And since my Born This Way foundation in Honey is a good match for my color right now, I'm gonna use this once again. I'm just using my beauty blender to pat that into my skin. And a lot of you might be wondering why I use this foundation so much. It's because it's a really nice buildable formula. I personally like my foundation to be a little bit more on the sheer side, so I use a damp beauty blender and I don't use that much foundation, and it goes on nice and natural. But you could use a brush and buff it in like a kabuki brush and make it look a little bit more full coverage. But this way it just kind of gives me that natural dewiness. Next up, I'm going in with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I have to thank you guys because a lot of you suggested that I take the stopper out of the concealer because I said I was running low, and I have a lot more of it left, so thank you. Now I have to try to not get so much on my face. I'll just dot that on. So back to my beauty blender, I'm gonna go back and just blend this out. And because it is summertime, I'm trying to put as little concealer as possible. Usually I'll slather it on a little bit more heavily, but for me in the summer, the less concealer, the better. Now for the face, I'm keeping this look pretty simple, so I'm gonna move right on to my translucent powder. I'm just gonna apply this to my concealer areas, because again, I still wanna keep that natural dewiness everywhere else. And now moving on to the blush, I'm going to use the Master Precise Face Contouring Kit. This has a good blush, contour, and highlight color in it. So I'm going to take my favorite Nars brush, and I'm going to start patting that blush onto my cheeks. And usually I get enough on my brush to get both cheeks at once. And I do want to add a bit of a contour, so I'm going to go into this matte bronzer right here. And I'm just going to start at the hollows of my cheeks and just add a little bit of that depth, and then move on to my hairline. And again on the other side, just small circular motions at the hollows of my cheeks. And then gradually going up my hairline. And then I'm just going to press my brush together to make it skinny at the tip and just do my nose. So now I have a really fresh and simple base. I'm going to move on to the eyes. So for the ad in the magazine, we really only used 3 products to get the look, and that's exactly what I'm going to use. Beginning with a Maybelline Color Tattoo Crayon in Gold Rush. So this is going to be my all over lid color, and because it's a crayon, I can just apply it directly and then blend out. So I'm just going to go to town. So now with a clean brush, I'm just going to go into my crease and blend this out. And once I blend it out, it's gonna stay put. This stuff does not budge. And same thing on the other side, just starting at the center of the lid. And then painting it on all the way into the inner corners and outer corners. And back to that clean brush. I'm just gonna work it into that crease so that I have no harsh edges. So then I just want to make sure I got those inner corners. All right, now we can move on to the eyeliner. I've been using this a lot lately. This is the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Gel Pencil, and the color is Defining Black. I also have it in Sharp Brown. I use them both a lot. So the first thing I'm going to do with this, and this is always the scariest part, is I'm going to line the inner rim of my top lash line. So once I've got the inner rim of the top lash line covered in black, I'm going to go in and begin applying the eyeliner. So I'm going to start at the outer corner here and just sort of map out my wing first. And then I just want to check that out and make sure I have the right angle. So now that I have the wing mapped out, I'm going to go through and draw a nice solid line. So for this part, I want to make sure I'm starting at the inner corner of my lash line, drawing a pretty thin line, and then as I get closer to the outer corner, I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit until it meets the wing. And once the liner meets up with the wing, I'm just going to connect the two and polish up the wing a little bit more. Now that I have my top lash line done, I'm going to line my waterline and just sort of smudge out the bottom a little bit. So I'm going to extend this into the inner corner all the way. And then I'm going to take an angled liner brush and just sort of smudge that out slightly. All right, I think I got pretty close on this one. Now I'm gonna move on to the other eye. Whew, I am sweating back here. Eyeliner is stressful work, you guys. All right, so once again, I'm gonna hit that inner rim of the top lash line. So again, just mapping out that wing. And then starting at the inner corner. And working my way out. And to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline, the Colossal Spider Effect Mascara. Just going to start combing that through my lashes really slowly and really focusing this mostly on the ends. And the whole point of the Spider Lash Mascara is to really get that dramatic volume. It really sculpts the lashes and groups them together at the base with that volume, and then once you get to the ends, you've got that nice separation for that really cool spider effect. And finally, for the lips, I'm going in with a Vivid Matte Liquid Lip Color in Nude Thrill. I'm just going to apply this directly with no lip liner. And that is it for this dramatic liner look. I really hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to look out for it in the pages of Cosmo in August and September. I cannot wait to see the printed copies. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you for all your support. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.